Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. Very happy to have you here.
Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Been wondering just what you mean to me.
So this is my phone. I have an iPhone 8, nothing fancy. I'm trying to save up for a new phone, but like right now, this is the best we got. And I honestly love this phone. It's treated me so well. I swear, I don't know what it is about this phone, but all of my friends that have like an iPhone 10 or an iPhone 11, they're like already starting to have like glitches and problems. This phone that I've had since like fall 2019, it has treated me so well. Like there's literally no glitches with it. The only problem that I will admit is that the battery sucks. So my maximum capacity is 79%. Also, the camera is not the best, but other than that, the iPhone 8, it's a good sturdy phone, at least for me. And for my case, it's also like kind of ugly, but hear me out. I've had this case since I got this phone, which was fall 2019. To like put all of the notes that my friends have written me like in my phone case. I just think it's so cute. This one that I have in currently says, "You are my fave," and it was given to me by one of my best friends. So love her if you're watching this. But anyways, now that we got all of the boring stuff out of the way, we're gonna get into the exciting stuff on what my phone looks like and how I organized it and all that stuff. Okay, this is my lock screen. I actually changed it a couple days ago, or actually like I rearranged my entire phone a couple days ago to match like the whole Christmas winter vibe that I've been feeling recently. I really like this wallpaper because it just gives off like cute ski resort vibes, and I cannot wait to go skiing. That's literally all I can think about anymore. I just want to go skiing. But anyways, that's my wallpaper, and now we're gonna go into my phone, and this is what you see when you first get in your phone. I just love it. I love the background. Again, very like ski resort vibes. This is my first page of apps. On the bottom, I have messages and camera, and those are the apps that I need like right away. You know what I'm saying? Like I use messages and the camera probably the most out of my apps besides Instagram. I use Instagram way too much. We'll get to that later. On the top, my first widget is just like the date. Next to that, we have the Photos app, just because I think it's so interesting to hear like how many photos people have. I currently have 6,975 photos at the time that I'm filming this. It'll probably go up by the time I'm editing this. So next to that, I have the music app, or like Apple Music, and I personally don't use Spotify. My whole family like pays for like Apple Music, so it would be a little weird of me to pay for Spotify Premium on my own versus like just sharing the family plan for Apple Music. So that's what I do. Why is my necklace messed up? Has it been that way for that entire time? Okay. My music taste is questionable, to say the least. It literally consists of Taylor Swift, Broadway musical, acoustic sad songs, Cody Fry. Yeah, that pretty much sums up my music taste. But if you want any of my playlists, you can follow me on Apple Music, or you can follow me on Spotify because I transfer most of my playlists over there, but we'll get into that later. And then below that, I have Visco, which I will be completely transparent with you guys. I definitely don't use Visco that often, like maybe go on it like once every 2 months. But the app cover is very aesthetic, so I like to keep it on my homepage just because it's very clean and I like it. So judge me if you want. To the right of that, we have Pinterest. I have an account with like over 1,000 followers, and for what? I don't know. Like I literally barely do anything on Pinterest. But yeah, follow my Pinterest if you would like. And I will be making like a whole board with all of the wallpapers I use, all the widget covers, and like everything I used. Below the Pinterest app, we have just another widget. I think it's such a cute Pinterest photo, and it makes me very happy. Moving on, we're going on to the next slide of things. I'm very tired, guys. Can you tell? I feel like I'm just all over the place. On this next slide, we have 3 widgets. All of these widgets have like a darker vintage Christmas vibe to it, especially like the piano in the middle is very vintage. And then I have 8 more apps that I actually use quite frequently. On the top, we have the clock app, you know, to set alarms and stuff, which let's look at how many alarms Cassie has. She has a fair amount. Oh my goodness. I love how I have an alarm at like 2:30 a.m. That's kind of cute. Oh, and another alarm at like 5:14 p.m. That's great. Anyways, to the right of that, we have Gmail, which, guys, no one told me that it wasn't cool to have Gmail. I literally pulled up Gmail in front of like 3 of my friends, and they're like, oh my goodness, you use Gmail? Like, that's embarrassing. Who was gonna tell me? Who was gonna tell me that Gmail was not a cool thing to use? I don't know. but I still use Gmail, so here we are. YouTube Studio. That's what I use for all of my like YouTube analytics and like answering to comments, and if I just want to like quickly look at my channel, I can just like tap into YouTube Studio and see all of that. So the app to the right of that is called Guitar Tabs, which no way, my guitar is sitting right next to me. It's so out of tune, so literally prepare your ears. Oh, that's the stuff right there. I love Guitar Tabs, chord charts, and all of that stuff for pretty much any song you want to learn. And then there's videos of people playing those songs. So it's so cute to watch somebody play your favorite song on the guitar, and it's just like everyone's doing their best, and like, it's adorable. Underneath the middle widget, we have Lightroom, which I edit all of my photos with. I have a bunch of presets on there, and I just love using Lightroom. I know everyone talks about Lightroom, but if you still haven't downloaded it and you are looking for a photo editing app, just download it. It's so nice. To the right of that, we have Google Calendar. Again, I don't know if this is uncool to have Google Calendar versus Apple Calendar, but I kind of like Google Calendar, so you can just chill out. We have Notion. I don't use Notion that often. I know people full on like use Notion to its fullest extent, and I honestly admire people like that. Like, I want to be you, but I'm just not. My personal way of planning is like physical versus digital. I pretty much use Notion to make aesthetic to-do list to post on my Instagram story. Next to Notion to the right, we have Apple Translate, which I use daily because I'm taking Spanish 2 right now, and it's just a daily struggle. Now we're going into the third slide. The quote reads, "You don't have to be stressed or busy to be important." Just let that sink in. It's just so important as a reminder, especially for some of us that really struggle with taking a break and stuff like that. Okay, now we're going into my app library. I do have a few more apps here, but these are apps that I don't use as frequently. Now I'm in the social folder. Okay, hi, please ignore my messy room, but I just realized while editing this video that I completely glossed over the Instagram app, like I didn't even mention it. But I have Instagram, and I also have an account on Instagram that you should follow, so at kasikaycorp, go check it out. To the right of that, we have Life 360, just the phone app, Snapchat. I genuinely don't use Snapchat anymore. I used to use Snapchat a lot. Like, it was my most used app at one point, and I like got a higher Snap score because of that. But now I like barely use Snapchat, maybe go on it like once a day or like once a week, once a month. Like, it literally depends. Sometimes I forget the app exists, and I really like that feeling with social media. And then we have the creativity folder, and this has some of my photo editing apps that I haven't talked about, like Fonto. That is how I edit all of my thumbnails, so you should definitely go download that app. It's free and it's really easy to use. And we also have PicMonkey, which I use for like creating layouts for like Instagram stories or thumbnails, just adding photos together in a collage or something like that. And then utilities, I don't even really need to go over this. This is all very self-explanatory. And then entertainment, I've talked about everything on here besides podcasts. I love podcasts. I'll put my favorite podcasts on the screen because I know if I start talking about them, I will not be able to stop. I also have like this metronome app, which is kind of just to help me practice the piano, and it also has a tuner on it. The tuner sucks, like it's not reliable. And then we also have Spotify, which I never go on unless I'm making a playlist for you guys. Most of the time we'll transfer all of my playlists that I make on Apple Music onto Spotify in my free time, just so you guys can like listen to playlists I make. My playlists aren't fire, okay, don't get me wrong, but just in case you guys want to listen to them, they're there. You can go follow my Spotify. And then in productivity and finance, we just have some basic stuff. We have Google Docs, which I use frequently for school, and then I have my notes app, which we are not going in there because that is a very personal space on my phone, almost like a diary. So yeah, anyways, very happy for the whole like locked feature on a notes app. We also have a habit tracker, which is a really cool app to use. I also had like a really fun time last year, like tracking how many times I cried in a month, and I thought that was so funny. I was like, how many days can I go without crying? It was a party. Anyways, for education, I also have Quizlet and Duolingo. I don't use Duolingo because I'm literally taking a high school Spanish class, but you know, it's there. And then these are my games that I have on my phone. I have 2048, which let me tell you, that is my new obsession of the moment. Like, I literally can't stop playing 2048. Like, it's so much fun. Like, I suck at it and I'm fully aware of that, but it's just so much fun and it's like mindless. Then we have Piano Tiles 2, Polytopia, If you don't know what Polytopia is, you're missing out. I definitely went through a phase in like 2018 where that's like all I played. And then we have Depop, which I'm gonna start selling my clothes on Depop. I haven't gotten around to it. Like I literally have a box in my closet that says clothes for Depop, and I need to post them. I just keep forgetting. I'm definitely gonna do that over Christmas break though. So look out for that. You can start following me on there if you would like. Oh goodness, okay, bless me. We have finally gone through all of the apps on my phone, and that is finally it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. I definitely rambled in this video more than I thought I would. Like, I just felt like I couldn't stop talking. But anyways, if you enjoyed watching this video, you should go subscribe down below, all that jazz. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.